Hey there, students. Mrs. Herring here, and we are getting ready to finish up our informational report. So you might remember from my last videos that I am doing my report on the community helper of doctors. So over here I have drafted my report, and over here I have my checklist. So these are the things that I'm going to be checking for. So I know that there needs to be 3 paragraphs. 1 needs to be an introduction, paragraph 2, a body, and paragraph 3, a conclusion. In each paragraph, I need to have 5 sentences that have facts and support the main idea. I also, when I'm thinking about my grammar, need to make sure that my writing makes sense when I read it out loud. And then finally, in my writing conventions, I'm going to check my spelling, capitalization, and punctuation. So here's what I like to do. First, I like to read through the checklist, and then I'm going to read out loud to myself. If my word processing, program underlines things like this for me, I am going to be right-clicking those to see what suggestions the program has for me. So let's go ahead and read this out loud. There are many people who have different jobs who are considered community helpers. I'm going to take out the word considered. There are many people who have different jobs who are community helpers. One community helper who is very important is a doctor. Doctors have help many different people and help to keep the community healthy. I chose a doctor because I would like to be a doctor when I grow up. Learning about what it takes to be a doctor. See, that doesn't make sense. I said to be a doctor's. That doesn't make sense, so I'm going to change that. I'm going to start this sentence over again. Learning about what it takes to be a doctor helps me to think about how I will be able to help my community in the future. Okay, so do I have 5 sentences? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I do. And I have some facts that support the main idea. Let's read paragraph 2. You could see that that's the introduction. So I'm going to put yes in that box. Or you could just put a check or an X or something if you want. All right, let's check paragraph 2, the body. Doctors do many things. Some doctors do surgery on people who need something fixed in their body. They also check up on them after surgery to make sure that they are healing well. Doctors also do checkup on, that doesn't make sense. Let's make it say checkups. Now let's start that sentence over. Doctors also do checkups on kids to see how they are growing. I love to go to the doctors to see how tall I am getting. Let's say doctor. To see how tall I am getting. Doctors also take x-rays and put casts on a person who has broken bones. All of these jobs are very important for keeping a community healthy and strong and healthy. Doctors have to know a lot of very important information. To be a doctor, medical students have to go to school for 8 years after high school. I'm going to put a period here to end because that sounds like a complete thought. And I can start a new sentence. Then they practice with other doctors for 3 more years. By the time they are wearing a white coat, they are experts. I'm going to add a comma to make a little pause, like this. By the time they are wearing a coat, they are experts. Doctors also work with other experts in the medical field, like nurses, that red line tells me that's spelled wrong, and pharmacists. These professionals work as a team to make sure the community has the medical care that they need. I know it will take a lot of work to become a doctor, and I can't wait to get started. So, I'm going to pretend that I went through and I checked every single one of those. I checked all that I have 5 sentences. I do have a body and a conclusion. They each have 5 sentences. They have facts and they support the main idea. It makes sense, I know, because I read through every single thing out loud and made corrections. I checked my spelling, my capitals, and my punctuation. I am ready to submit my report.